Hello, geometry students. Here is our overview of the practice test. We will be taking our assessment on Tuesday. So what I really want to do is go through and demonstrate not only how to set up the problems, but also how to add your work here by taking a picture and uploading that. So what I have done is I've actually pre-worked all of the questions and taken photos. I emailed those to myself um, since I'm not on my Chromebook. Remember, you can use the camera app on your Chromebook to take the pictures and then upload directly, all in like 2 steps. Okay, so I've taken that extra step to email myself the pictures, download them, and I have them in a separate file. Okay, so just in case you're wondering how I take my pictures, that's what I did. Okay, so here, question 1. Our directions are, given the similar figures, solve for the missing variables. Well, our missing variable is an x, so we need to solve for x. So what I like to do is start by writing down the problem and marking what I know. Okay. Oops, sorry. I downloaded another practice test for my algebra students. So let me name that real quick. Practice test 11. Sorry about that. You get to see my file naming system. All right. So here, if I'm looking at the markings on my diagram between my two angles that are marked, I have x and x minus 4. So when I go to set up my proportion, my proportional equation, I'm going to have x over x minus 4. Okay, then I have my double angle mark and my non-angle mark. Double angle mark, non-angle mark. So these sides are going to match up. So my 5 and my 3. So I'm going to compare, since I started here, I need to stay there, 5 over 3, and that is what I am going to cross multiply and solve. So I am going to do 3 times x, and then x minus 4, the quantity x minus 4, times 5. So 3x equals 5 times that quantity, x minus 4. Distribute the 5. 3x equals 5x minus 20. Oh, that would be my cat jumping on my keyboard. Okay. Then I'm going to get my x's together by doing the same thing on both sides of my equation. And I get negative 2x equals negative 20. I am going to get rid of my negative 2 times x by using division of negative 2. So x equals negative 20 divided by negative 2 is positive 10. Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to put my answer is 10. And then I'm not just going to put my answer and be done. I am going to upload the file for my work. Okay, so we are in my geometry practice test, and that is going to be on this page. Okay, loading, there we go. There it is. Submit. Okay, now let's do question 2. Same process. I have a diagram. I'm going to sketch briefly. I have parallel sides. This is x. This is 2x minus 3. This is 4. This is 5. Now you may notice we've got some vertical angles in the mix here that I know are equal. We've got some parallel lines, so I know that my alternate interior angles are congruent. So my triangles are similar by angle-angle similarity, right? And now I have some structure I can work with to figure out my corresponding sides. My parallels match up, so my x and my 2x minus 3 go together. And then my 4 and my 5 go together. So again, I want to be consistent in my proportional equation setup here. So I'm going to start up here with x and put that as x over 2x minus 3. And then I am going to do, since I started with the top triangle, I'm going to stay with the top triangle, 5 over 4. And that is what I am going to cross multiply and solve. So again, cross multiply, 4x equals the quantity, 5 times the quantity 2x minus 3. 4x equals 10x minus 15, because 5 times 2x is 10x and 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. I am going to subtract 10x from both sides, and I get negative 6x equals negative 15. Divide both sides by negative 6, and we get x equals, a negative divided by a negative is positive, and this reduces. These are both divisible by 3, so that gives me 5 over 2. Okay, so what is that? 2.5 that I can use. Okay, then I am going to add my work. And I believe I did this problem on that same picture as before. Okay. All right, and then I will submit. There we go. All right, so let's go on to question 3. Use the figure below to complete the statement. All right, I've got some angles marked. So I'm starting with triangle ABC. So I go from A to B, my single mark angle to my double mark angle. So I know that A and P are marked the same way, so those are going to be in the same position. So I know my triangles will be similar. And then again, my order matters. So I go from A to B to C. A and P are marked the same way, so I'm going to put P. B and Q are marked the same way, so they need to be in the same position. C and R are not marked at all, so those are the ones that go together. And this is by angle similarity. Okay, I did do work for this one on a page, so I can show you that back here. Let's see. Ooh, where did I do that? Here we go. I did do that down here. So you can see I labeled it, and then I'm looking at my sides to see what goes together. Okay. And that was this picture here. Okay. Question 4. I can get there. Okay. Submit. Question 4. Okay, with question 4, I was looking at this one and I decided that I would take a look at my triangle angle sum theorem to figure out if all of my angles matched up. So I have a 90-degree angle marked, and I have a 35-degree angle marked, and I had a 55-degree angle marked. So what I decided to do was 180 minus 90 minus 55 to see if this angle was 35, and it was. So that means I have similar triangles by angle-angle similarity. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say my triangles are similar. Now here's the important part. What's my order? On my paper, I wrote A, C, B, and D, F, E. But here I'm starting with A, B, C. So I go from A to B. So from my 55-degree angle to my 35-degree angle. So A to B is the same as D to E. So I'm going to put DE. And then we come back to our 90-degree angle, which is F. And my reasoning here is angle-angle similarity. So I'm making the claim my triangles are similar, and my evidence is my triangle-angle sum theorem up here, which I am going to demonstrate by adding my work, right? And that is photo number 2. Oops, open. And then, okay. All right. And submit. Okay. Question 5. Okay, this one. So what I want you to notice, and here was my thinking. So I've got my angles, so I know A and F match up, right? And then I have on one side a 7 and a 5, but here this is missing. So I'm looking at this 21, and I don't know if that goes with, does that go with the 5 or with the 7? I have no way to verify. And this 15 is over here across from my angle. That's BC. I got nothing there, right? So this is telling me I don't really have corresponding sides. So I cannot make a claim. This is neither, because I don't have enough information. So it says if the figures are not similar, which they're not, you can write none in the second box. And again, not similar. Okay, so this one I am going to add that work because my work clearly shows that this does not line up. Okay, and I want to see that as a teacher. I want to see that you understand that. So please upload your work. I will submit that. And that's right. Okay, and it's okay that it's not similar. Question 6, I'm going to show you. Got here. Okay. 1, we've got those vertical angles happening again. But then I don't know the correspondences, so I asked a question, do I do 27 over 18 or 27 over 24? It's like, I don't really know. So what I did is I did it both ways, just to check. So I did 27 over 18. So if I do that, I have this to this. And then that means I have to do 36 to 24. Okay, so there's my 36 to 24. There's my 27 to 18. And what I did was reduce those, and they both reduced down to 3 over 2, which is good. I want that. And then just as a double check to make sure I was doing everything correctly, I did 27 over 24, and I got 9 over 8. And then I did 36 over 18 and I got 6 over 3, which is the same thing as 2. Well, those aren't the same. Okay, so I am going to go with this one. And this fits the setup for side angle side similarity. Okay, so I am going to claim that triangle ABE is similar to triangle, and now here's where we need to figure out our order. A is at the end of this pink side that I drew. D is at the end. So A and D are in the same position. We go from A to B, so I have to go from D to B. And then we go from B to E, so I'm going to go from B to C. So this is C. Oh, C. There we go. If they are similar, what was the side ratio of the corresponding sides? And that was this 3/2. So I'm going to come in here. If you got 2/3 because you flipped it, that's fine. Totally acceptable. I am going to add my work, however, because of all of my testing that I did. So that was on this page. Okay, come on, computer. There we go. And submit. Oh, I think I did that already. Oh, submit. What does it say I got wrong? Okay. So maybe this is one. Oh, I missed this. Side angle, side similarity. There we go. Now I'm going to submit. Boom. Got it. Okay. Question 7 and question 8 are both done the same way. I'm giving you 3 sets of sides. So if you remember in class, when we have the 3 sets of sides, we are going to compare my shortest side in both triangles, my middle side length in both triangles, and my longest side length in both triangles. Okay, and what I'm going to do is set up each of those proportions, or I'm sorry, ratios. So 10/12 reduces to 5/6, 15/18 reduces to 5/6, and 20/24 also reduces down to 5/6. So this tells me that my triangles are similar by side similarity. So I'm going to come here. They are similar. So triangle KML. So I'm going from the short side down the medium side. So RPQ would be that short side down the medium side. And that is by side similarity. And that ratio that I got was 5/6. So 5/6. And I am going to add my work. Okay, so browse for that file, and that is on this last page. And you can see I did the same thing for question 8. So I will let you finish question 8 on your own, but you can see this here. Submit, and there we go. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.